Welcome back to Grandma's DIY. This is what I want you guys to see. These are the dimensions, and it's all done with cardboard, okay? All done with cardboard. What I did here is I took cardboard and I cut it out to different sizes. See? The sizes like I gave you with the dimensions, and I covered the inside of the cardboard. The outside is still empty. These are the sections that I also covered with. See? Okay, now, not only do you cover the outside, you cover the inside also. Sorry, this is the outside. See, I covered it all. I covered the outside. Now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cover this outside of the cardboard. And I'm using Mod Podge, okay? And then I figure out how I want it. First of all, you should think about what are you going to use. These papers I've had for quite a while. See them? They're all different. Some are pink, some are red. And I'm going to use this, the outside. So I'm showing you how I'm doing it. First of all, I'm Mod Podging this. Now you are going to have to cut the paper to size. You will have to cut the paper to size once you get it Mod Podged on there. Make sure you get your ends real good, because you don't want your ends to lift up. Okay? So I'm going to use this. I think it's the bottom. I'm turning it this way. And I'm going to go ahead and place it exactly how I want it. And make sure it's down. Now I have all kinds of different paper here. All of it is different. None of it is the same. And that's the way I wanted it, because it's really pretty that way. This one here, I think I'm going to use, see, right here. So I'm going to use it like this. Yes, I have a piece left at the top. That's quite all right. You're just going to take a piece of this one, and you're going to put it at the top right here. Pull it over like that, because you're going to be cutting that section. Now we're going to Mod Podge the top of it, and do it kind of heavily, so when it dries, it'll give that shine. So you want it to give a shine. So you want to do it heavily. Okay? Like this. And then you're going to set it aside and let it dry. You're just going to set it aside. And then you're going to get the other one. This is the second one. So, this one I think I want to do. See, we have fish and we have the house. trying to stick with a certain thing if I can. Not so much orange, but mostly reds. So I think I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to do it down below like that. Down below like this. And then I might take this one, the white one. And I'm going to do it like this. And this is just so it can show a little bit more. It's going to be on the sides. This is the side view. And then this one will probably be up here. Okay? So, we're going to Mod Podge it. Remember how you want it now. It's very imperative that you remember how you want this, because you don't want it to be wrong. And then you say, oh my goodness, I didn't want to do it like that. Pull it over so at the end. There you go, see? Just crease that so you'll know where to cut. And then you're going to do the next one. It's okay if it goes on top of the other one because, you know, you're going to Mod Podge the top of that anyway. Okay. And then you're going to put it at the end like that. And put it down. Go ahead and crease that. Use your hand to make sure it stays on there. And then you're going to take this, turn it the right way, and do it again. Crease it. Then you're going to take your Mod Podge and you're going to put it all over it. Protect your surfaces, guys. And this is going to give it the shine effect. And that's what you're looking for, that shine, to make it look a lot better than what it is. That paper. I got this paper from Temu because I was searching and searching and searching, and a lot of places don't have this type of paper. And you're just gonna put it all over. And you're gonna set it aside and let that dry, okay? So just set it aside. Let's move our other papers out of the way. This moon paper is really pretty. Now we still have to do the top part of the briefcase. We are making a briefcase. And what I used was this tissue. This is tissue. See? Tissue. For the inside of the briefcase. That was for this. See? Gonna move this out of the way so it could dry. And this was the inside of the briefcase. Okay, now we're gonna have to do this side because we want it to look good. And your briefcase goes like this. So you're gonna want it to be kind of good with the other ones. You want to make sure all of it's gonna face the right way. Now this goes at the bottom. That's the inside. Okay? Put that to the side. This is the outside. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play quilting. Yeah, let's quilt. So we're going to put this here. And I'm going to put this in that corner. And then I'm going to look for some more reds. Here's another one. And it's going to turn it this way. And I'm going to turn this one this way. Yep, we have some in the middle here. Let's see what we're going to do about that middle. Now, I have these cards here. I don't know if these cards will adhere. I have not tried them yet. They're pretty thick. I don't know if they'll stay or if they will adhere to it. I don't know. But we're going to find out. And if I have to use wood glue and a glue gun, I want this to stay. And I have another card right here that I want to put right here. See? Now we still have the problem of the middle, which is okay. Because what we could do with that middle is we could put something in between that middle to just offset it. So we could cut this, put it in the middle, and it'll be just a moon. And we can do this in the middle, and it'll be just another little moon. You know, you're just gonna cut it. And then you can kind of do this one. So what we're doing is we're Mod Podging. That's what we're doing. We're Mod Podging. So I want these at the bottom. I don't want them to show on top. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pull it up like so. Because that is kind of my center point. This I'm going to pull like that to the side. Because like I said, these are my center points. And I don't want them showing as much. So since these are going in the middle, I'm going to have to remember where they go. And since I got to remember where they go, I could take this. Oops, I got two of them stuck. I'll go another one is stuck. I could use an ink pen. And I could do a little dot. So I can know that this is where they go. So that I won't get them confused. So I'm going to put them to the side. Now I'm going to Mod Podge it, the whole thing. And Mod Podge that them ends really good too. Mm-hmm. Gonna just Mod Podge all this. Make sure I get enough glue on there. Because that's all this Mod Podge is glue. Make sure you know where your middle goes, because you're going to do that first. Okay? So we're going to take our middle, so remember where it goes, right here. And we're going to put it in there. Just put your middle in there. My moon is kind of down because it's going down the way I see it. And then you're going to put it here. Now, you notice that doing it like this, you're going to have to put Mod Podge on top of this. So that it'll stick. So the ones that you want on top will stick good, okay? Your board may bend a little, but that's okay, let it bend. You make sure you have enough Mod Podge on here to do what you want to do, okay? So we're going to put this on here, okay? And then we're going to put this on here. Like I said, we're making a collage of sorts. And now we're going to take and we're going to try this card. Like I said, I've never tried this card before. So it's going to be interesting to see what it does. Now, I'm going to take the Mod Podge and put it down here because we have to put the other collage on. Okay, so we're going to put this right here. As you can see, the little moon is shining out. And then we're going to put this one here, like this. Now, this is all experimental, guys. So, we're having fun. That's what we're doing. And then we're going to take and put this card here. Although I'm thinking now I should just go ahead and glue it. Glue these ends so it can stay down. Because I don't want it coming up. Especially when I get to doing what I'm going to do with it. There you go. Now, I didn't do it with the other one, meaning this one. But I'm going back and I'm going to do it. I'm going to put a little glue there so it can stay down. Because I don't know if the Mod Podge will really keep it down. We'll see. Now we're going to Mod Podge everything. You're going to Mod Podge the whole thing. The thing about doing a collage is it gets wet. And when it gets wet, usually they stay down. But if they don't stay down, at least you know you have to use a little glue. Some sort of glue to make it stay down. So we're going to do this. To see if it stayed out. Hopefully it will. Without me having to go back and do it with glue, with the glue gun. We'll see. Because when the paper gets wet, and then it makes that shine, we're going to see what it does. This is my first time trying something like this, so it's going to be interesting. There we go. And I got enough glue on it. I just want to make sure that it stays down no matter where it is. We're going to try to make it stay down, okay? So we're going to have to put this aside and let it dry. And we'll see in a little bit if it stayed dry. Now the other ones are starting to look really good. Okay? Now, with these, we Mod Podged them, and it's almost dry. You're going to have to take this and trim it. You can use a X-Acto blade or you can use scissors. It's up to you what you want to use. I've been trying to use a X-Acto blade to see if I could do it this way. You could turn it upside down and do it, guys. You don't have to do it right side up. As you can see, it's still wet, so it's not going to peel off as easily as it look. It's not going to do it. See? It's not peeling. So, because it is still wet, it's not peeling. Now, what you can do, you bend these down, and you can go back over it with a pair of scissors. And the scissors might work better. See? There you go. There you go. You are going to be gluing those edges, though. Just know that you will be gluing the edges. When you put this together, make sure you put it together where it'll be like you want it. The other one is drying pretty good. And here's the other one. Here's the other one. Now, like I said, crease those sides. And I see here that I left a little gap. So, what I can do is peel this up. See how it peels? Put Mod Podge down. Put it back on there, where it'll be right this time. There you go. There. Because I had left a little gap, I didn't want that gap. Okay. And then I would Mod Podge it again on the top. So I do notice that if you peel it up, you do peel a section of the paper up. Now it's interesting to me because I'm wondering now if it's a way to separate that paper, but I don't think it is unless you wet it. Okay, unless you wet it. Now, is there a way to separate these little cards? Not unless you wet it. See, these cards are really nice, aren't they? Okay. Now we're just gonna let this dry because that's all we can do now is let it dry. And then we'll come back to it.